math about me. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is look from the top to the bottom, and then we're going to go ahead and solve some of these math problems. Okay, so the letters in my first name. My first name is Megan, so M-E-G-A-N. Megan has 5 letters in it, so I'm going to go ahead and click the box and put a 5 there. Letters in my last name. Okay, my last name is up here, so let's count the letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, letters in my last name. There are 7 letters. People in my family, I'm going to say people that, like, really immediate family. So, like, mom, dad, brothers, and sisters. I have my mom and my brother plus me. So that's only 3 people in my family. Okay. Number of pets, I do not have any pets, so I'm going to leave that one at 0. My street number, my address, okay, that's what number address is on your house. All houses have street numbers. Mine is 15145, okay? Your zip code is where you live. If you live in Allen Park, the zip code, it's like a city code for when you're mailing letters, is 48101. If you live in Southgate, Taylor, Dearborn, or another neighboring city, you'll have to ask a parent what your zip code is if you are not sure. Okay? I was born in 1992, and I am 27 years old. I'll be 28 this year. Okay, that's the easy part. Now we have to go down here to the Post-it notes. Each Post-it note has a math problem on it. And I promise these are all things that we are reviewing from 3rd grade. Okay, so it says round your zip code to the nearest 1,000. So the first thing I am going to do is delete this. And it says round your zip code to the nearest 1,000. Okay, first I'm going to write down the zip code. Okay, after that, I need to round it to the nearest 1,000. So here is the ones place. Then I have the tens place, the hundreds, and the thousands. So I'm going to be looking to the 8 here. The 8 is in the thousands place. If I go next door and check, the 1 is smaller than 4, so I know that I need to round down. So 48 turns into 48,000. And if we need to see it up here, I'll go ahead and type it again. There was my zip code. I went to the thousands place, which was the 8. I went next door, because that's how we round. We look to the person to the right or the number to the right and see, okay, is that number greater than 5 where I need to round up? Or is it less than 5 where I need to round down? Since I'm rounding down, all of these numbers will turn into a 0, which now makes my zip code 48,000. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there just for you guys to see. Okay. All right, now it says write your street number in word form and expanded form. Okay. Let me write that street number first again. 15145. Okay. We need to write it in word form. So word form is kind of just like if we were to read it. So this is technically 5th. See here, the comma would be there, so that's 15,000. Okay, I'm just going to put a little comma so I can see it a little bit better. 15,145. Okay. Oops, I need to write that in word form. I almost forgot. 45. Okay, this is a little big and I need to see it. So I'm just going to highlight that. Click this minus sign, make it a little bit smaller so we can use the Post-it note. Okay, I'm going to click return, move down. Expanded form. Okay, expanded form, what we do on that is we take all of the place values and we separate them to make it a giant addition problem. So I'm going to start with my let's start with the ones. Usually we go in order from biggest to smallest, but right now, just so that we can see, I'm going to go smallest to largest. So I'm going to start here. The 5 here represents 5 ones. Then I'm going to put a plus sign because I'm going to take this number and make it a giant addition problem. Okay, so let's look at the 4. The 4 is in the tens place. That's right, the tens place. So if I have 4 tens, I technically have 40. I'm going to put another plus sign. The 1 here is in the, you got it, the hundreds place. So if I have 1 hundredths, I have 100, plus my 5 here is in the thousands place. So if I have 5 thousands, that's 5,000, plus my last one. You got it, we have it in the 10,000s place. So we have 10,000. Nice job. Okay, here we go. Ooh, this is an addition problem. These are my favorite. Find the sum. Sum means adding things up together. That's the answer to an addition problem of your birth year and your street number. Okay, let's see here. 1992 plus, I don't know if that plus sign will get on the right side. We'll have to see what kind of format this does. Plus my street number. Okay, now the only reason why I don't like doing this on the computer is you can see my place values aren't lining up very well. I need to make sure my ones are on top of my ones, my tens are on top of my tens, my hundreds are on top of my hundreds, and then my thousands are on top of each other. So it might be easier for you to write it down on a piece of paper. I have a piece of paper right next to me, but it's going to be completely up to you how you solve this. But I'd love to see that work of yours. Okay, there it is. Okay, so let's see here. We have adding from top to bottom. So 2 plus 5. So 5, 6, 7. It's going to be in the wrong place value until we get all the numbers on there. Okay, let me just scoot that over for you. Okay, 9 plus 4. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 3. You won't be able to see me carry that 1. Okay, so I have a 1 up here. 1 plus 9 is 10. Plus 1 more is 11. Carry another 1. I'll leave my cursor right there. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 5 is 7. And then we only have this 1 left over, so there is the 1. I'm going to put a little comma here. So 1992 plus 15145, which was my street number, will give me 17,137. Now you can see I had some trouble because I couldn't write my extra tens that got carried over. That's why it's so important that I have my paper and pencil here next to me when I'm ready to do math. Okay, here we go. Next problem. It says find the difference. Ooh, the difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. So it says find the difference in the number of letters in your first and last names. Okay, my last name has more than my first name, so I'm going to write this out. My last name, Johnson, has 7 letters. And my first name is Megan. It has 5. So what I need to do here is subtract 7 from 5. Okay, 7 minus 5 will give me 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. So the difference between my first name and my last name is 2 letters. 2 letters. Scoot this over. Okay, almost done here. Doing good. Write the first 10 multiples of the number of people in your family. So there are 3 people in my family. Okay, I'm just writing this out just so we have it here. If you didn't remember, all the answers are up here for you. Okay, so multiples is another word for skip counting, okay, or counting by a certain number. So if I wanted multiples of 2, I'm going to count by 2s. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, I'm going to count by 3s though because that's the number of people in my family. So I have 3, I'm going to put a comma, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. You got it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 multiples. I skip counted or counted by threes 10 times in order to find all of the multiples for the number of people in my family, which was 3. All right, last problem. This one might be a little tricky because I know you guys only did a little bit of multiplication last year. If you remember it, awesome sauce. Okay, so it says find the product of your age and the number of pets you have. Ooh, this one's going to be so easy because I am 27 years old. And I need to multiply that. So I'm going to get rid of this part. I am 27. I multiply it by the number of pets I have. I have 0 pets. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0 because you don't get anything out of it. If I have 27 little pieces all around the room and I put them into no groups, there are none in a group because there are no groups. So that one, I thought it was going to be a lot trickier, but it's not because I don't have any pets. So what I would suggest is you having this up playing while you're doing your math about me, just to have it to go back on.